What was the most stressful period of your life? My parents died within 6 weeks of each other. They had lived independently until 6 months earlier, then a fall, then the wheels just came off. Literally had the both in ER at the same time in different rooms. It was awful. Now, my mental health keeps deteriorating. I want to crawl out of my skin, feeling constant dread. I'm still in it. Probably 2010 to 2015. My mother-in-law died of cancer. 2 months later my dad died from a stroke. 9 months later my mom died post-surgery for heart issues. Then my wife got MRSA in her feet and a couple toes got amputated. Then my father-in-law died. He went out of his way to make sure his health was as bad as he could make it. He got his wish. Things were okay for a year. We cleared out 2 estates. Once closed, my wife and I were looking forward to living our lives together. A month later she was diagnosed with cancer. She fought it for just over 2 years. Finally she too died. I never felt so alone in my life. A few months later I found a tiny kitten and he's with me still. About 1.5 years later I met a lady and we're together still. Life is good now. I miss a whole lot of people, but I know it's destiny and I too shall go someday. But it's good right now. Every day is a heavy burden as I march slowly into the face of death. Working 70 hours a week a month straight with a 2-hour commute, then having to find people to cover my shifts, so I could go to the doctor to treat a possible ear infection. Turns out I had several brain tumors and spinal tumors. 4 years of surgery, 6 weeks of radiation, learning to walk, eat, and write 3 different times. Getting hydrocephalus. Getting a staph infection in my head. Waking up from surgery completely deaf. Having to quit my job because I could no longer drive. Being told to write my will. A year of fighting with the disability office. Losing a lot of my independence. Finding out my life expectation is 60, unless I have kids, in which case it's a lot shorter. 2018-2020, was homeless after graduating college. Slept in my car at night and worked on my portfolio by day. My mental health deteriorated so much though I persevered and never gave up. Eventually got my dream job, a home and everything I could have hoped for. From 2013 and still ongoing unfortunately. The days leading to me having to put my dog down. Effing every damn day of the last few years. Being jobless and finding a job. All of 2024 it seems. Was gonna make a joke about my menstrual cycle, but honestly, it was probably in the top 5 anyway. A particularly heavy event eventually wound up getting me diagnosed with cancer cleared up now, so that was certainly eventful. Business failing. Not easy watching all your hard work, all the risks you took and all the plans you have for the future just turn into nothing at 40. I bounced back, but it's not easy reinventing yourself at that stage of life. It's right now. My mum is dying in a hospice. I am her carer. She has been dying for months. I've never been so tired, frightened, overwhelmed and under pressure as I have been these few months. It will be over one day. The period when I was separating from my husband and the process of dividing property and deciding who our son would live with was very painful. Getting through infidelity while pregnant. Probably right now. Money's tight and I've got adulting to do. Midway through my doctoral research. Stress was so high, half of my hair turned gray. Being deployed to Iraq in 2003,